Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we are going to be predicting the Scottish League 2 2025-26 table and where teams are going to finish, who's going to get promoted, who's going to get relegated, who's getting playoffs, etc. 12 days until the league starts. I cannot wait for it. 11 days till officially starts because of the championship on the Friday night. But yeah, so like a lot of content creators do at this time of year, they predict the leagues tables, all of the leagues, all 4 leagues. I'm going to be doing the same. We're going to start from League 2, work our way up to the Premiership. So today's my League 2 predictions. So you know the rules. Let's get straight into this. Now we're going to work our way from the bottom of the table to the top of the table, just like last season. So in 10th place in the Scottish League 2, I have said 4th Athletic. They had such a poor season last season. They were just not great at all. And they made some good signings, to be fair, but I just feel like after what happened last season, they've not been great. It was a really hard one to predict bottom, actually, but I have said Forfar. Now, you're probably going to hate me for that, but I've just, Forfar wasn't great last season at all. They were just so poor. They've lost Russell McLean. A few players they've lost. They've signed some good players on a free, but I just don't think they're good enough. They're not great. I think they're going to finish 10th. I think they will win the playoffs though and stay up, but I just think they're going to finish bottom of the table and have another terrible season. In 9th place, I have said Stranraer. Now, I was thinking they might have done pretty well this season, but I've seen some of their signings and that it's just some of that's quite poor. They're looking pretty good. Of course, Chris Aiken, that's a good manager. But I think it's going to come to the last day of the relegation battle. I think Stranraer's going to manage to finish 9th and avoid the drop, but a poor season, I feel like. I think they're going to have an alright start, and I think they're just going to tire towards the end of the season like a lot of teams do. They're going to fall short. They're going to go down the way. They're not going to do great at all. But Chris Aiken's looking promising. I think they're going to have maybe a few good games. They might shock some of the big teams like they did last season with Peterhead drawing, battering his Fife at their home ground, who's both gone up. I think they'll have some good results against them, but I just feel like they're going to have a poor season. I don't know why. Now, you're going to hate me for that prediction probably, but I said Stranraer 9th. They might do better than I think. They might be up there. They could be in the playoffs, you never know, but I just feel like it's a very strong league, very tough league to predict this year. So I'm saying 9th for Stranraer. I think they might struggle towards the end of the season, but I think they will manage to stay up on the final day. In 8th place now, I know they had such a good season last season, but I think they're going to fall back to where they usually finished before that. Elgin in 8th. Now, Elgin, I don't support Elgin, but I do like to see them do well at times. I feel they deserve better. They had such a good year last season. I was really hoping they could beat Annan. They kept it pretty close in the playoffs last season, but they couldn't. But I just feel like this season they're going to drop off a wee bit. Lost some key players. Signed some good players though, but I just feel they're going to fall a wee bit. They're going to manage to stay up, in my opinion. But I just feel like you have one good season and then you just fall away the next season because teams manage to find your style of play. I don't know if that was just a fluke last season. I hope it wasn't. Elgin 8th, in my opinion, this season. I just think they're going to fall off a wee bit. I don't think they'll go down. They're too good to go down, in my opinion. But 8th place, Elgin. I just don't see them doing too well this season. I think they're going to fall off a wee bit. In 7th place, now, this team came up from the Lone League a few seasons ago, which is the Spartans in 7th place. In my opinion, this season, I think they're just going to fall off a wee bit this season. They've been so good. They got playoffs in the first season who came up. Lost in the playoff final to Dumbarton and failed to go up to League 1 to get back-to-back promotions. Last season, they missed out on playoffs narrowly, finishing 5th. And I just feel like they're going to fall off way out this season. They've been so good in pre-season. They've had quite a good cup campaign. They bet Who did they beat? They beat Brecon, probably as expected, but they also beat Queen's Park, which is really good. They beat A United in a friendly too. So they are looking pretty good, Spartans, but I just feel like friendlies in the Cup doesn't mean much in the league, because the Cup, anything can happen. And that's what I noticed last season. Spartans had such a good Cup campaign last year, and they fell off a wee bit in the league. But 7th place for Spartans, I just think they're going to have not a great season. They're going to fall off quite a lot. And I don't know why I think that. I just do. Some tough teams up at the top. I just feel they're going to struggle against them. They will stay up quite comfortably as well, but I think they'll fall short. I don't see them doing too well. But yeah, just a bit of a fall off this year. But 7th place, I've said, for Spartans. Now, in 6th place, this is quite controversial. As I said, first for them last season, and if you've been following me for this long, you'll know who that is, which is Clyde. And I feel like I've managed to figure it out. I think when they went down, I wasn't really following football then. They went down, people saying, oh, they're going straight back up. They finished 9th, guys. 9th. And they've got so many good players. And then last season, we saw some of their signings, and we were like, oh, they're definitely winning the league. Where did they finish? 7th. So, and I think everyone's saying that they're going to win it this year, maybe come runners up, actually. But I just don't think they will. They've made some good signings. Darren Young's looking quite good for them. We've seen there's so many seasons now. They've been predicted to finish and go back up, finish in the playoffs, finish top of the table, but it's not happened. I think they're going to come really close. They're going to have such a good start to their season, and I think they'll fall away like a lot of teams probably will. I just think they're going to struggle. They're going to miss out on playoffs in the final few games. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You never might shock us this year. About the season I said they won't go up, they will. And the other season I said they will go up, they won't. That's just typical. But 6th place for Spartan. 6th place for Clyde. And yeah, I think they're going to miss out on playoffs. I think they're going to have an alright season. Better than the last two, but the last few actually, because they've not been great since ages ago when they were in League One. But I'm saying 6th place and missing out on playoffs for Clyde. In 5th place, now we're in the top 5 now, top half of the table, I'm saying Dumbarton. Now, they've got a new owner, they've made so many good signings, like for an example, Scott Honeyman from Falkirk. I can't remember the other ones, but I know they're good, they're really good. They've looking quite good in pre-season, but I just think after what happened last season, going into administration, getting relegated from League One, getting deducted 15 points, so many financial problems on and off the pitch, so many problems just in general, and I don't think they've recovered from that yet. And obviously they've built pretty much a new team, so I think it's going to take a while for them to play as a team, and to build. I think they're going to have a wee bit of a shaky start to the season, and obviously I don't know if you already know this, but they're starting the season with a -5 points deduction. So I think that's going to be another reason why the playoffs won't happen for them. I think they're going to come so close, might come to the final 2 games, and I think they're just going to miss out. But I think with all that happened last season and at the start of this season, I think that's the reason they're going to miss out. But so many good signings. I think they're going to do pretty well. I think it's going to take a few seasons. Well, maybe this season they're not going to quite manage. I think next season maybe they might go for the title. But I just feel like after what's happened last season and the start of this season, and they've pretty much got a new team, as I said before, I think they're just going to fall short. So I'm saying 5th place for Dumbarton. Getting into the top 4 now, into the playoff spots, I have went for my beloved Stirling Albion. We've made so many good signings this season, like Lee Hamilton from Clyde, Stuart Murdoch from East Fife, although he's currently injured, Ross Cunningham, Russell McLean, Kyle Banner on a 1-year deal. Good signings, but playoffs will be a really good finish for us, although I wouldn't like us to finish below that. I just feel that wouldn't be a great season. But I'm saying playoffs. I think we will manage to get playoffs by the skin of our teeth. I think it'll be close. I think this time we will manage. After last season, we didn't quite get there, and we missed out in the final few games. But with a much better team, I think last season, just a lot of youngsters. We're building a new team, and that just I think we got a better finish from what we all had predicted. But moving on to this season, a bit more experience in the defence and up front, but I just feel midfield and the left backs and the wings areas are just all very weak, and I think that's what's going to cause us a wee bit going towards the title. And I'll still be really happy with 4th place finish. It's a playoff spot, and I think we'll all be happy with that. But I just think some places of the week we're going to get too many draws, with maybe a few losses, and we're going to have a tough start to the season, as we have got some very tough fixtures. But 4th place I've went for my beloved Stirling Albion. I think that'd be a good finish for us. But I think places are just a wee bit weak, and I don't think we're going to go for the title. But I think it'll be a good finish for us. 4th place, which I'd be happy with, a playoff spot. In 3rd place, I've went for Edinburgh City. Now, I think last season it was the exact same. They had such a young squad, not the greatest squad. I think we all predicted them to go down again, back-to-back relegations. But they all shocked us. They shocked us. They finished 3rd and got a playoff spot. They didn't go up. They had to play East Fife, which was tough. They won the first leg. They lost the second leg 3-0. But a good season last season. I think the youngsters have grew so much, and the manager's looking really good. The manager's good. The players are good, and it's just, Edinburgh City 3rd place, which will be a really good season for them still. I think they're going to have a really good season. I think they'll also go for the title, but I think they will miss out. So, another back-to-back 3rd place finishes, in my opinion. I think they will lose the playoff semi-final again. They might go for the title. They might win the league, who knows? But I'm saying 3rd. I just feel like, youngsters, I think they retire a wee bit towards the end of the season. They made some good signings, right enough, and they are looking good, so they might finish higher. But I'm saying 3rd place. They got battered 4-0 off of Queen in the South, which is League 1, which is only the league above. Tough League 1 side, but it's got to be a wee bit better than that if you want to play in League 1. But good signings they've made, and I just think they will manage to get a playoff spot. I think they will fail to go up, but I think they'll come very close. So I'm saying 3rd place for Edinburgh City. Top 2. Now, both spots will be revealed here, but I'll talk about 2nd, then I'll talk about 1st. 2nd place, drum roll, I've went for Annan for 2nd. They went down last season through the playoffs, lost to East Fife in the playoffs final, got relegated to League 2. They're looking pretty good, some good signings they've made. But I just feel they're not gonna win the league. They're gonna come super duper close. But I think the league will be wrapped up in the final 3 games maybe. And I think Anna will have a good season, because when you come down, it's always tough to come back, because you lose all that confidence. A lot of the players will probably leave. But I think Anna will respond pretty well. They're a really good team. They gave a good fight in League 1 last season, but they didn't manage to stay up. But I think they're going to come 2nd. I think they're going to come super close, but I think they're going to miss out on the title. They'll get to the playoff final, and I think they'll lose that. I don't know why. I don't think they'll go up this season. Maybe I think they might next season. But coming down is always tough. I think it's going to be a good response from Annan, but I just feel like, I don't think they will manage to win the league. But they'll come super close. They'll come super close to going up, but I just think it's not going to happen. But I've said 2nd place for Annan. And the league winners, I have said, like a lot of people have said, East Kilbride. Now, they come up from the Lone League and this is their first ever season in the SPFL. They won the playoff final against Bonnyrigg Rose, 3-1 in the first leg, and then 0-0 at Bonnyrigg, which means they did go up. And they've got so many good players. They didn't deserve to be in the Lone League. I don't think they deserve to be in League 2 either. I think they're just really, really good. Like, the bet Raith was 4-2. Like, that is just incredible. Not that the cup means anything, but that's just an incredible result. And last season they bet Ayr United, they bet Ayr during penalties, so a lot of championship teams. They gave St Johnstone a good game, they gave Falkirk a good game. I just think they're too good. I think they deserve to be in League One at least. But I think they will get back-to-back promotions. East Kilbride, they've got such a good team. 7 ex-players, so that's a bit sad. But anyway, they've got such a good team. And they're going to go up, in my opinion. I think they're going to have an incredible season, incredible start. Maybe a few losses towards the end of the season. I think everyone gets that. But I think after the job in the first half of the season, first 3 quarters maybe, I think it'll pretty much be wrapped up by then. I think East Kilbride will just do it. They'll win the league. Like, a lot of people are saying the exact same thing. And it's strange when you come up from the low and the high league, you always have such a good season. Usually you go back up, back to back, which is crazy. And I think East Kilbride is going to do the exact same thing. So, yeah, I'm saying East Kilbride in first place. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to have an incredible season and go up to League One. And that is my Scottish League 2 predictions for the 2025-26 season. Now let me know what you think of the predictions down below. Some of you might agree with me some of you might disagree with me. But let me know your predictions down below and what you thought of mine. Yeah, maybe like Clyde finishing 6th, maybe that's quite low. Maybe Stirling finishing 4th, they might finish a little bit lower, they might finish a little bit higher. Maybe 4th or finishing bottom, who knows, they might have a good season. But yeah, we'll just need to wait and see. That's just my predictions, so it's kind of the point of the video. And yeah, right, anyway guys, thank you for watching, I'll leave you to it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.